Hello, you're watching Dukascopy TV. It's the start of the trading week, and after a rather underwhelming turnout for the European elections, it's time to look ahead at what could move or shake the markets in the coming days. Well, joining me on the line is Director of FX Solutions at Unicredit in Munich, Markus Malter. Markus, before we look ahead, we've just come off the back of European elections. One thing that's clear this time round is the growing number of anti-Euro parties gaining ground. Are the markets interested in this at all?
I think the implications will not be too big because you are right. The Eurosceptic parties going into the parliament, but on the long run it will not have much effect because on the long run, every time the markets look at the rates at the economic development in Europe, despite to US, it's the euro dollar, and there has nothing changed. And you see also in the morning the euro dollar had no earthquake down in under 1.36 or something else. We are still at the same levels as we had on Friday, and that means also from the political side, maybe we have a little bit pressure on it now, and around 1.36 or 1.3570. These are, by the way, also the levels where the supports the next are. But on the long run, we will not have big implications, and will not see that the euro will suffer from this election.
Okay, let's take a look at what's coming up this week. On Wednesday, we've got economic data coming out of Europe. What are you expecting?
Not so bullish, but a strong and a stable situation, also especially in the European area. I think the main points, and this is not so shown in these statistics, but the main point is that France, Italy, and also Spain on a little bit are recovering. Spain is still worse, but not so bad, and Italy and France is still on a slightly recovery. And at first in Germany we have a very strong economy, and I think it will hold on during the whole summer months. And so I think also the sentiments will be good, not very bullish as you told, but stable.
Now on Thursday we've got a flurry of Japanese data. On the same day US jobless claims and GDP figures are released. Could this be a defining week for Japan and the long overdue recovery?
I think the Japanese economy is still suffering. They have very low interest, but get not started the economic recovery. So I think we will not see a very strong improvement. A little bit slightly improvements, but not so very much. And I think still in Japan we have very low level economies, and I don't think so that the data will show us a better picture.
Finally, Markus, what's your one to watch over the next 5 days? What will you be keeping your eye on?
For me, it's this afternoon. I think there's a little speech of Draghi where he maybe says something in forecasts for the meeting, the ECB meeting in June. The market's looking on it also, and I think it's maybe we can hear something if he does which part of his toolbox in apostrophes he takes next month, because the markets go in the way that they say maybe he will lower again the interest rates, or he make a bond buy program again and a quantitative easing plan, and that's important for me what he says this afternoon. And then I'm looking on Friday in the consumer prices and consumer confidence core inflation, which is coming up in the US market, personal expenditures, personal income, and PCE core inflation. They are looking for them and say the forecasts say which will stay stable, but if we see a little bit higher rates, it could, as a higher core inflation, we can think that euro dollar goes a little bit again at 1.35 down, because then they assume maybe they will higher the rates or let it stable, because also the Fed has the problem. They have a little nearly deflation, and maybe if they get now in the core inflation a move up, they can stay at the actual rates or higher it maybe in the end of the year, and that's the speculation on it.
Okay, thank you for joining me today. I'll be back tomorrow with Commodities Corner as we take a look at the latest gold and silver action. Until then, happy trading.